Hi. Hi. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It's Thursday, which means we're live. Lot to say, lot to do. We're going to talk about it in a second. I'm going to get into it. As soon as a couple more of y'all get off in here, we can go ahead and get started. I will say, what up to Kamoyo King, president of the Black Panther fan group. And of course, the incomparable Grand Madam Tara, who seems to get younger every day. Goodness gracious. You're aging in reverse. I was gonna grab something. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. Okay, here we go. I got so much stuff just all over the place. Just stuff all over the place. There they go. Just stuff all over the place. Like I said, a lot to say, a lot to talk about. Wait for y'all slide up in here. Give y'all a couple more minutes. Say hi when you come in. Be nice. Your mama taught you better than that. You know what I'm saying? When you come in the room, announce yourself. But if you don't want to announce yourself, we understand. Anyways, how's everybody's week been? What y'all got planned for Independence Day? Anything out the ordinary? Something? Nothing at all? Don't start talking at once. You like my Excalibur? Sword of Kings, since the dawn of time, when the world was young and death was but a dream. Yeah, that was from Excalibur. The movie, Excalibur. Hot dogs and beer. That sounds almost traditional. I'm gonna be doing something similar. Minus the beer. But I got a couple friends coming over, got a daughter coming over. We're gonna see what we can see. I am always nominated grill master for some strange reason. I think it's because don't nobody want to slave over a hot grill all day versus being out in the backyard playing volleyball or horseshoes or something like that. But you know, I'm at that point in my life now where I want to look down on it all. You know what I mean? And just kind of smile and say, yes, there was a time when we didn't have all of this, but now we do have it, and we're prosperous, we're blessed, whatever you want to call it. That kind of a thing. But I don't want to sit around, yanking my own chain, making myself sound like the ish and the smell. So I am going to let y'all do what y'all do when y'all pull up, because I know some of y'all like I don't know if I even want to be in here, but take your time, moseying in. I got time. I got a little bit of time. What we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about a lot of things. Of course, I am going to discuss the D, the I, the D, the D, the Y, the D, the I, the D is Diddy. And how we feel about it. I mean, because my thing is, it's done now. It ain't a whole lot we can do about it. So I can tell you what went right, I can tell you what went wrong, and I can tell you what we ain't gonna do. There he is. There he is. There he is. It's the homie Theo B from I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying in the building. What's up, brother Theo? LJ Panther done slid in. What's up, my dude? Good to see you too. Like seeing y'all. Like seeing when y'all pull up and say, hey, all right, so, all right. 5 visible, 2 not. I give y'all a few more minutes. About that 10-minute mark. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I got about an hour and 30 minutes worth of talking here. If it changes up, we might go a little longer. But hour 40, hour 45, probably what we looking at. I wanna be, if I can't be precise, I can at least be approximate. So, what? Because I know there are people here that used to rock with Saturday morning cartoons. Okay, what kind of Saturday morning would it have been if we had Milestone around back then? Mid to late 70s, early 80s. I guarantee pulling up with that bowl of cereal would have been a mighty bit different if we were rocking some Icon or some Hardware or some Static Shock or some Blood Syndicate. Okay. Theo said, just to all of the people that either have a mind to act funny or I'll put it like this, like I used to do when we would throw house parties back in the day. This is what we tell everybody: come in peace or leave in pieces. So y'all do what y'all want to do, but we ain't playing up in here. We deep. Put it like that. Gang. So y'all play. You can play if you want to, but you're gonna get your ass handed to you over here in this camp. So yeah, act like you know. Oh, ooh, some people left. Some people left. Okay, I guess. Like, nope. I guess this ain't the one to come mess around in. I love it. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Wow. Oh, that is not the responses I was expecting. Would have been lit. Yeah, Kamoyo. It would have been lit. A bowl of cereal Saturday morning days. I miss those. Theo, you said that. Okay. Ronnie said it too. Everybody misses Saturday morning cartoons. Why do we miss Saturday morning cartoons so much? We grown. Why we miss Saturday morning cartoons? Talk to me. Yeah. It's a bunch of grown people in here. Tell me why you miss Saturday morning cartoons. Oh, and Kamoyo. Thank you. Thank you for membering up. Appreciate you, dog. Grand Madam said, I was married then, didn't have time to watch cartoons until after the divorce. Okay. All right. Ain't even going ain't even gonna contemplate what that is. Yes, Kamalia, a simpler time. A much simpler time. Saturday morning cartoons are back on the Friendly channel. Saturday morning cartoons are also on Amazon, depending on which ones you're looking for. But if I could put the cartoons that I used to watch into one channel or one streaming service, all the ones I like. You know what I mean? I'm talking like, because most of mine were action. You know what I'm saying? If it was an action cartoon, I was probably rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? First like really action cartoon for me in my era was Super Friends. You know what I'm saying? We watched Super Friends. It was corny as hell, but we were just happy to be seeing Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman. Maybe not Aquaman so much, but we were excited to see the big three on TV, versus looking at them in a comic book. And I think, Hanna-Barbera figured that out real quick in the 60s when they had all kind of superhero cartoons all through the 60s. You had Birdman, Space Ghost. Y'all know how I get down, man. I do the Hanna-Barbera thing every now and then. I haven't done a Hanna-Barbera video in a little bit, but it's a lot of them. There's a lot of them out there. I guess I want to say if it came like to one that I would rock with all the time, it had to be Thunder the Barbarian. Thunder the Barbarian, Space Ghost, because they had like a block of stuff, like a whole show that they crammed together. I think it was called Space Stars or something like that. And you had Space Ghosts and you had the Herculoids, and then they had like this new group they insinuated in called Team Force, which was kind of a rip of Galaxy Trio from the 60s, but we didn't really care because most of us was just babies when the Galaxy Trio came out. So we didn't really know anything about the Galaxy Trio. So yeah, that was my jam right there. So I would rock that over on NBC. They had that Flash Gordon cartoon. I rock with that. So I mean, it was a lot of stuff. It was a lot of stuff. See, look at y'all coming out the y'all coming out the woodwork with them now. Ronnie J said my favorite Saturday morning cartoon was the animated Batman cartoon. Shit, Ronnie, which one? Because just like the movies, Batman had 5-6 different cartoons too. You had the Batman cartoon that was a part of the like superhero block that had Green Lantern, Superman, Hawkman. It was like the whole Justice League, but they was never together. It was just like you get a Flash episode, and then you get a Superman episode, maybe a Green Lantern episode, and then you would get like 3 or 4 of them together, or whatever 3 or 4 you had in individual episodes, you'd get them at the end as the Justice League of America. Okay, I see I got some OGs in the comments. Also, there was the mid-70s Batman cartoon where we got to see Batmite. There we go. Batmite was his name. And Batmite had a thing for Batgirl. I remember that. Were we talking about that Batman, Ronnie? Probably. That's the one that was like in our age group, or our age range when we was, because the other Batman with the Justice League and all of that was like late 60s. So we was all babies then. Man, you has NBC, CBS, ABC, Blue Falcon, and Dynamite. If Dynamite was some serious stuff, I mean, don't get me wrong, I watched Blue Falcon because Gary Owens was the voice of Blue Falcon, same cat who's the voice of Space Ghost. So yeah, I was rocking with it. I was in, but then when I was like the first episode, I'm like, this is humor. This isn't straight up action. I don't know how I feel about it. And Dynamite was messing stuff up all the time. So it was okay, yeah. All right. Okay. Hong Kong Phooey. I get. I see what you did there. Hong Kong Phooey. Oh, and I think you wanted to say grape ape, grape ape, grape ape. But grape ape was a grand ape. So you're not wrong, sir. You're not wrong. It is Thundar the Barbarian. Devil Dogs. Anyone else? Yes. Yes, I used to watch the Filmation Tarzan cartoon. I like, what? You can't even find that anywhere. Find that for me. I would love to watch some more of that because those stories in that cartoon were actually based on the stories by Edgar Rice Burroughs, the guy who created Tarzan. So, but you didn't know that. Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch. Wow. Nice name drop. Oh my God, Ronnie, you're young. I was a whole grown ass man when that came out. With a kid already. So, okay. The Batman movie came out in 89. Batman animated series came out in 92. Yeah, man. I was an adult, sir. So yeah. All right. My bad. Thundar was lit. Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, sir. I still rocks that. But I can't find it now. It used to be on Disney. They took it off. Yet another reason not to fuck with. Young Sentinels. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hercules, Mercury, and Astria. I remember that. Yeah, yeah. And Sentinel 1 was the one who sent them out on their missions. Yes, that was a very cool cartoon. I liked it that. Yes, Star Trek did have a cartoon back then, and the original cast did the voices. So not a total loss. But that one I do watch from time to time on Paramount. Tarzan and the Super 7. Yeah. The Lone Ranger Power Hour. I remember that switch from Tarzan to Zorro after a while. Remember that? I remember it was Zorro. So there you go. There is the House of Hanna-Barbera cartoon show. Yes, there is, but Thundar the Barbarian was actually produced by Ruby and Spears, who used to work for Hanna-Barbera and broke off and was like, F Hanna-Barbera, we're going to go over here and do our own thing. Hence, Thundar the Barbarian. Also, you had that whole line of like what they're talking about here with Filmation. You know it's Filmation because when it come on, that little circle would be Filmation and it would go around and you knew, oh, this is a Filmation cartoon. They had a Batman Filmation. They had a Tarzan Filmation. There was a few cartoons that Filmation. The Young Sentinels was Filmation. Muhammad Ali had a Saturday morning cartoon called The Greatest. I think that was Deke. I don't even think that was Filmation or Hanna-Barbera, but you know what these people doing producing a Muhammad Ali show, you know they wasn't gonna do that. No, not right after he was like, ain't no VC called me N-word. Oh, favorite shows were Top Cat and Johnny Quest. Yep, I used to watch both of those. LJ said it was always hard for me to catch the Star Trek cartoon, but I liked Kirk and the Boys. I believe that is the first time I have ever heard them referred to as Kirk and the Boys. Funny that Conroy never had the status of the live action Batman actors, but he had the voice differentiation better than all except maybe Affleck. But Affleck and Conroy both aped their styles from Michael Keaton. I'm going to leave that right there. Ronnie said, I may be young, but I remember watching Super Friends from back in the 60s. It probably was in syndication when I was a kid, but I still watched it. Okay. Super Friends came out in 74, so maybe you're thinking of the other show? Maybe. Okay. Y'all done got me all warmed up. But see, here's what I was talking about right here. What kind of show would that be? What would we call it? Would we call it the Milestone Heroes? The Milestone. Oh, Grand Madam. The marionette shows. Ooh-wee. Even back then, as a little kid, I did not like those shows. I didn't. Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, yes, I watched. Thunderbirds, yes, I watched. But I didn't like it. There was another one too. I forget what it was, but there were actually quite a few of those marionette shows. Gary Anderson, British company, produced those. You could tell because everybody had British accents. Oh my goodness. Jay, what's up, my guy? Ain't no one mentioned the GOAT Bugs himself. Does Bugs need mentioning? Because Bugs was on more than Saturday morning. I watched Bugs when I would come home from school too. So yeah, Bugs Bunny was all over the place. So it ain't like Bugs Bunny was very accessible. You know what I mean? It's like Bugs Bunny ran season after season after season after season. Young Sentinels, gone after one season. You know what I'm saying? Blue Falcon and Dynamite. It might have ran for like 1 or 2 seasons, but it had an impact. So we remember Blue Falcon and Dynamite more than remember that other stuff because we gave him airplay. He got on Scooby-Doo. Oh, once you on Scooby-Doo, it's a wrap. You the man, 100 grand. You ever get on Scooby-Doo? So, but anyway, back to this right here. What kind of cartoon? Because that's what I'm exactly, Grand Madam. That's what I'm saying. I can turn on the TV and watch Bugs Bunny right now. A lot of this stuff is no longer accessible. You know what I'm saying? You could probably find Young Sentinels on VHS somewhere. You could probably find, the DC Power Hour, with Hawkman and Atom and Green Lantern and Flash and all of that. You could probably find that somewhere, but find that old Batman show. Find that old Superman show. Yeah. And I'm not talking about the 1941 Superman show. I'm talking about the Superman show where he always used to say "Great Scott" and "Great Caesar's Ghost" and had the little short cape. It wasn't a long cape. It was a short cape came down past his butt. So that Superman show. It's a lot of stuff, man, that we would have a difficulty. We would have a difficulty finding or putting it back on. Adventures of the Milestone universe. Kind of like Marvel Universe when they did that Iron Man Fantastic Four thing in the 90s. Yeah, I suppose that would work. Yeah. What we say? Oh my goodness, Paul, stop it. Isis was a fine Becky. Yeah, but she was lacking the backing. You know what I mean? Back then, back then, I lived in the project. So back then, we needed donks in our life. So, you know, they cute in the face, thin in the waist, but you didn't have no rear representation. You know? Adventures of the Milestone universe. So it will be broke down into 4 15-minute episodes. Yeah, or 4 10-minute episodes. Good. Well, you would have needed commercials. So it would have been 4 10-minute episodes. Icon and Rocket, Hardware, Static, and the Blood Syndicate. But it would have been kind of hard to do the. Yeah, you could have did the Blood Syndicate. You know, they had disciples and vice lords back then. So you know, remember Larry Hoover? So yeah, they could have did it. Could have totally did it. He said the bouncing Superman on one of them freebie services. Okay. How about Foursquare? Okay. The Alliance. Okay. Y'all are in. Y'all are in. I like that. I see that I have the crowd that I am looking for. We're going to dig in now. We're going to dig our heels in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to dig our heels in. And I am going to ask you some tough questions. Like this guy right here. Yeah, total 100% just we shifting gears. David Dastmalchian. That's who that is. That's his name. That's his name. His name is David Dastmalchian. You can tell just from that name he's Armenian. And a pretty decent character actor, not to mention a writer and producer of other things. No, Paul Martin, not just the dude from Ant-Man. He's the dude from a lot of shit. and he's done a lot of stuff. So I would venture to say he's no slouch when it comes to acting. We can at least agree on that. However, for those of you that did not catch my live last week, I talked about the new Street Fighter movie that is being worked on right now. Very interesting casting choices. Are we ready to see that dude as M.Bison? You know what? Don't matter if you're ready to see him as M.Bison or not. He finna be M.Bison in a Street Fighter movie. M.Bison. M.Bison. Okay. He's got the face for an M.Bison. I won't argue that. You put a red suit and a hat on him, he could definitely resemble an M.Bison. Okay. Remember in the Dark Knight? Remember him in the Dark Knight? He's even got the hat on. Look at him. So we're not having a problem with how he looks in the face or his acting ability. Okay. This is what we got a problem with. Damn it, that's M.Bison right there. Note the muscles. Note the size of M.Bison. Not to mention, up until Akuma pulled up, he was the final boss. So that means he can fight. So, what I am simply saying, beyond a shadow of a doubt, David Dastmalchian, if you are going to play M.Bison, you need to A, bulk up, and B, get some fighting skills. Because it's one thing to see somebody fighting. It's something different altogether to see somebody fighting and they don't look like they can fight. Okay. You got people, you've cast people in this movie like Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is a professional wrestler. It's probably not hard for them to do, people like Roman Reigns, Jason Momoa. It's probably not hard for people like them to master fight choreography. Chad Stahelski ain't doing this movie, so I ain't got no faith in that. Then on top of that, you got folks like my man Dave here and Andrew Schultz as Dan Hibiki. Andrew Schultz? Andrew Schultz. For real, fam? Andrew Schultz is going to be playing Dan in Street Fighter. Okay, so I history lesson, because I have to do this, and the history lesson is going to bounce in between like this. Remember that movie? Some of us remember that movie. Some of us are old enough to remember that movie. Okay. That is the 1994 version of Street Fighter. Street Fighter hadn't even been out that long in the US, the video game. And we already got a movie like, what, 2 years later? Okay, let me move that so y'all can see. And it looked rushed. Look at that guy up in the top left corner. That's supposed to be Blanca. And then next to him, that's supposed to be Ken. And Balrog. And E Honda. Wait, E Honda's Japanese. You see what I'm saying? Now, I ain't got a picture of it, but I do remember Ming Na getting them thighs in shape to be Chun-Li. But is I don't know. It was just something about her that didn't 100% go over. Cammy, Zangief, Sagat, and that's supposed to be DJ in the top right, and Vega. None of them could fight. None of them knew martial arts. Ming Na and Jean-Claude Van Damme are the only people in a movie full of martial artists, supposedly, that knew how to actually fight. Don't make this mistake again. Don't make the mistake of creating a movie that is not going to appeal to people who are fans of the franchise. I like Street Fighter. I don't like Street Fighter as much as I like Tekken or Soul Calibur, but those are my four: Tekken, Soul Calibur, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. Okay, there are other fighting games to be sure, but I always come back to those four. Always, always, always. So we gonna have another one of them. 30 years later, we same ish. That what we dealing with? So, in closing, David Dastmalchian is going to have to knock this stuff out the park, as well as Jason Momoa and Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz? Why? Are we going for star power, or are we actually trying to make a good movie? Sounds like the former. That ain't necessarily always going to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? That's not always necessarily going to do it for you. Okay. Jay said no. That's about where I'm at too, Jay. Many Street Fighter action figures as I got. Do you think I'm going to rock with them if they put out a trash movie? Nope. And it's I hope that ain't basura I'm smelling. He got to bulk up unless he is in mocap. That's a lot of damn mocap, Kamoyo. That's a lot of mocap. Grand Madam said, if it's a creepy villainous character, he's the right. Oh, you mean villainous? No, I thought you meant villainous like female villain. Okay. Villainous. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Yeah. And again, Grand Madam, that ain't my beef. I've seen him in movies and he looks hella creepy and he can look hella mean when he wants to. He's got that. He got that in spades. I want to see him when he go Psycho Crusher. Psycho Crusher. I want to see when he do that. How you going to look doing that? If he don't look good doing that, LJ, I know. Brother, I know. He does indeed. He need to be. But I read his M.Bison only weighs 176 pounds. Not to say that's bad, but 176 pounds, and he's gunned up like that at 176. Bruh, M.Bison is ripped. Boy, you better get in the gym, David. You better get in the gym, boy. I ain't read Ronnie's comment. Okay. Well, I hope you get in the gym because, bruh, don't make the mistake of thinking Street Fighter 1994 was a success, y'all. It wasn't. I walked out of the theater mad AF. I was cussing. I was hot. I was hotter than fish grease. Man, that, bruh. No Hadouken. The whole motherfucking movie. We waiting to see Hadouken. We've been playing Street Fighter on our Super NES for hours upon hours. Then when this movie was announced, we like, yes, we're down like 4 flats. Because see, back then, it wasn't all of this rhetoric and talk about it. It was like, what? Street Fighter movie? Let's go. What? Mortal Kombat movie? Let's go. And they was both booty. You know, so that's what kind of soured people on the idea of video game based movies, because they just kept missing the mark. And I think around that time too, they had a House of the Dead movie, but U-Bowl did it. And if you look up the kind of movies that U-Bowl does, he endeavors to make a bad movie. So yeah, he made that Blood Rain movie. Another video game based movie. Terrible. Anyways, I hope, yeah. They say, Andrew, I won't be paying to see this one. Yes, Grand Madam. The comedian Andrew Schultz. That's what I said. What in the actual hell? Andrew Schultz, my ass. Yes, that's who I'm talking about. That dude. Here, let me get you a picture. So, bam, boom, right there. That's how I'm saving that. Ooh, it's getting hot up in here. We're going to have to, bruh. Yeah, Andrew Schultz. Yeah, Andrew Schultz. I ain't stutter. Andrew freaking Schultz. Why? Because Dan tells jokes, because Dan is funny, but Dan can fight too. Can Andrew Schultz fight? Doubt it. Yeah, you gonna have to hit me up on what that was, Jay. I hope David and Andrew Schultz get in the gym before they play these characters. Like how Gal Gadot or Gadot, whatever the hell it is, got in the gym to play Wonder Woman. Because everybody was like, yeah, she looked good. She just need to bulk up a little more. She didn't do nothing. Why do I have to look like an Amazon? Why do you have to look? Because you Wonder Woman. Well, actual Amazons cut off their breasts so they could do archery. Do y'all want me to do that too? If that shit make you look like Wonder Woman, yeah. But we got what we got. Is this version of Street Fighter supposed to be a comedy? Because I don't take somebody casting actors seriously for these characters. Oh, you don't think Roman Reigns can play Akuma? You don't think Jason Momoa can play Blanca? Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Woo! Mortal Kombat 2, about to go hard. Brother, I hope so. Because Mortal Kombat, that first one, barely got by. Y'all gonna have to do something about this Cole dude. Who the f*** is Cole? Just drop him out of nowhere on us. Here you go. It's Cole. Enjoy. If you're gonna do that, why don't you just make it Johnny Cage? That would have been a lot easier to do. And it's in canon. I don't know. Gotta do your video on Soul Calibur fan casting. Okay. I could do that. I'll put one out there. Maybe, you know what? Let's put that on the things to do list for this weekend. Yes, sir. So, Calibur video. See, I take y'all suggestions. I really do. And just so y'all know, I'm getting close to 1,000, so I'm about to start ramping up the amount of videos you get out of me per day. So get ready to see Mo and Mo D-Real videos. That'll be epic, Camoyo. Who gonna be Cervantes? Got some thoughts. I will share it when I put the video together. Y'all gonna like it. LJ Pamper say, how did the fish grease, man? You kind of warm. Yeah, that was. Ronnie said, well, this Street Fighter movie is going to fail just like the first one. I would love for it not to, Ronnie, but right now, my arms are folded. You know what I'm saying? And what we doing right now is going to segue real good into the next topic. What movie studio greenlit this movie because they love losing money? Cody Rhodes is gonna be in this movie too. Wow, this is just shaping up to be absolutely terrible. Wait a minute. Cody Rhodes is going to play Guile. Cody Rhodes is playing Guile. 2026 release. Oh my God. Andrew Koji will be playing Ryu. For those of you that don't know, Andrew Koji was the head actor in the TV show Warrior, which was based on the writings of Bruce Lee. And he's a damn good martial artist. So Andrew Koji is the only actual martial artist in Street Fighter so far. Oh, that. Okay. Yeah. When Bison graced your village with his presence, it became the most important day in your life. To me, it was only a Tuesday. If he could have delivered that line with more gravatas, he dealt that he laid that line so nonchalantly. I don't know how much they paying Koji, but I mean, you know, he getting in it. He getting in it. What can we say? I I I I think it is, Ronnie, because there are 3 WWE wrestlers in that movie. Why would you have 3? I mean, because I don't see anything else. Oh. And like I mentioned last week, Balrog, 50 Cent. See, they going for brand names. 50 Cent, Jason Momoa, Andrew Koji, Andrew Schultz, David Dastmalchian. They going for star. They think star power is what's going to push this movie. I want you to look like M.Bison, but I want you to fight like M.Bison too. I want you to look like Guile, but I want you to fight like Guile too. I want you to look and fight like the characters. This will be the 3rd ever released Street Fighter movie. The first 2, trash. Hopefully, we don't get this again. But y'all, here's my thoughts. Question. Can I ruin the payday of a movie simply by saying I don't like it before it comes out? Not a rhetorical question. Can I ruin a movie before it comes out simply by saying I don't like it? Can I make a movie underperform simply by saying I'm not going to see that? Ooh, I'm a bad mofo, ain't I? Can 10 people who think and feel like me make a movie underperform? Can 20 people who think like me make a movie underperform? So basically, what you're saying is, I have the power to make a good movie bad. That's what you're saying if you say yes. All of these turd heads out here talking about the reason the movie didn't do well is because you guys were blasting it before it even came out. Shouldn't matter if the shit's good. Yeah, I said it. It shouldn't matter if the movie's good. If a movie's good, a movie's good. It don't matter what the hell you say about it. May the 4th, 1977. Hadn't nobody seen shit like Star Wars. Hadn't nobody experienced shit like Star Wars. And there was a bunch of people who didn't like Star Wars. They didn't like it at all. Guess what? In October, there were still lines around the theater to go see Star Wars. 5 months later. And it had crappy reviews. It had crappy ass reviews. Some. It wasn't like, oh my God, this is fantastic initially. It became a phenomenon. And all the reviews in the world couldn't stop that. When Avengers came out in 2010, we were saying the same shit about Avengers that we are saying about Avengers right now. Clint Barton and Natasha Romanoff aren't founding members of the Avengers. Why are they in this movie? Heck, Captain America should be in the sequel because technically he shouldn't be an Avenger yet either. Did that stop the movie from being good? Did that stop the movie from performing well? Oh, but now in the advent of the MCU, where they just cranking out bad shit left and right, the excuse now is you made that movie not good. Theo, you caused the Marvels to underperform. I caused the Eternals to be a bad movie. Bruh, if a movie's bad, it's just bad. It's bad before I start talking about it. It's bad after I start talking about it. It's bad when it gets released. It's bad after 2 weeks. It's bad after 4 weeks. And there's nothing you can do about that shit. Bad is just bad. It's a bad movie whether I talk about it or not. You know what I'm saying? So miss me with that shit. I'm almost at the point now where I want to bomb on anybody who says that. How? If I, as a if I, as a movie producer, if I, as a movie person, put money behind a movie, a blockbuster, $200 million. If I know social media influencers can destroy my movie, why would I put it out? If I know that, just gonna keep throwing money away. BMF, blowing money fast. Just, we don't care. Oh, but you know the blurs and the nerds are gonna come and they're gonna say terrible things about your movie and no one's gonna go see it. Oh, that's okay. We're gonna make it anyway. Is that the logic? So we just stop making movies? Can't get a bad review if you don't make a bad movie. How about we just start making better movies? And it ain't just the MCU. Movie theaters are shutting down left and right. Do you think that's because of the reviews we've given the movies? No, your enemy is streaming, sir. That's what's making your shit underperform. The advent of streaming. Ooh, I'm beating up. Let me open this window. Oops. Look who fell. Ghost Rider fell off his bike. I got him in the windowsill. Let me put him back. It's Johnny Blaze. Okay. Put him back on the windowsill there. All right. Now, I would like to hear from y'all. What do y'all think? Kamoyo says, no, I could not ruin your movie with my review before the movie comes out. Only if the plot gets leaked. Jay has a different opinion. Bad reviews can hurt a movie, especially if you have reviews I agree with. But can they hurt the movie before it comes out? People had a lot of stuff to say about a lot of movies that did well. People were all fired up about some movies that were trash. Age of Ultron, Thor: The Dark World. But financially were successful. Wow. So it doesn't matter. Does it? Or does it? See what I'm saying? There was a sequel to Street Fighter 1, and I barely remember the first one. Don't worry about it. You ain't missing nothing, right? Exactly. The movie underperformed because they were destroying it in the reviews before it even came out. Ironheart didn't do well because they were talking bad about it before it even came out. Because before it even came out, you let us know we knew what kind of character she was from Wakanda Forever, and that was all off. Well, this isn't the comic book Riri Williams, pal. This is the MCU Riri Williams. Okay, but she's based on a character that is supposed to not be acting like that. But never mind. Don't care, ain't tripping, not fucking with it. So you can make Riri Williams anything you want her to be. I'm not going to see it. I'm not pulling up. Just like overhyping a movie. Thank you, Kamoyo. Overhyping a movie does not make that shit good. Right? So by that same logic, how does blasting it before it comes out make it underperform? I'm waiting for somebody to come in with a deep, dope explanation. He said, Theo, you big meanie. He's not a meanie. He's my bro. First, I thought we were a bunch of non-influence having as fools. So I don't know where our power came from all of a sudden. Make it make sense. Because we still don't got the subs, right? And I heard a bunch of them over there talking about if you ain't got over 1,000 subs, rada. So obviously they don't know what they talking about because they claim if you ain't got over 1,000 subs, nobody's listening to you. But they listening to me. Yeah. Make that make sense. The very people saying if you ain't got 1,000 subs, ain't nobody listening to you. Loco ese loco. Anyway, I totally agree with that. There are movies I want to see on the big screen, but I'll wait for most to stream now. That's why movies underperforming, Marvel. That's why they underperforming. Streaming. Because I see the preview and be like, oh, I can wait for that. Because I see the preview and be like, oh, I can wait for that. Because I can wait for it. Sorry. Not sorry. At all. I do not apologize for nothing I'm saying. Thank you. And you know what, Kamoyo? Everybody can't say that. They was born in the Matrix. I wasn't born in the Matrix, so I have to do it naturally. I ain't got no choice but to do it naturally. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could get on Fiverr and hire somebody, pay him $50, pay him $100 to drop some stuff on my page and up my subs artificially. A lot of people do that. They like, we have fun doing that because we want 1,000 subs in 15 days. You either that influential or got that much money to pay for bots. All right. Bruh, like ain't nobody say good job when I say a movie will do well, and it does. I believe I said Sinners would succeed. I don't know what they said, but they watched the hell out of my video. Let me we see no influence having ass fool, am I? No influence having ass fool, am I? Well, would you look at that there? I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna give me a number real quick. Wow, I was still doing that? Huh. I like watching my video. $808 views on the Sinners video. 808 videos. I mean 800. So they watched the video. So not bad for no influence having ass fool, huh? Not bad for somebody. I got as many views as I had subs. Okay, so I must be doing something right. You can't stop the bum rush. I'm coming for you. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Did I get credit for Sinners? What do you mean by did I get credit for it? Did I don't know. Did I get credit? Did I get credit for it? I ain't tripping. If I didn't. Check it out. Now, in that vein, this is what I want to say to you. Stop being all extra serious and discerning about what you watch. Sometimes you can watch some stuff just for the fun of it. Sometimes you can watch stuff just for pure escapism. When you know what you're getting, if you're with it, it's an easier pill to swallow. Case in point. That dropped the other day. I will say to you from a movie watching perspective, not a bad movie. I mean, it ain't no Academy Award winner. It's not, oh my God, this is the best stuff I ever seen, ever. I mean, look at the cover. Look at the poster. Look who's in it. Priyanka Chopra Jonas, John Cena, and Idris Elba. Only one of those three actors is up there. Now, let me say, John Cena may have found his calling in comedy. Oh, you are asking, the same way you get blamed for a movie failing, did you get credit for it succeeding? Hell no. Because in that aspect, I had nothing to do with the success. I have nothing to do with the success, but everything to do with the failure. Again, I say, make that dumbass shit make sense. That makes no sense to me. How did I cause the movie to fail, but I didn't cause it to succeed? Sounds something like a hater to me, man. Sounds something like a hater to me. That sounds like haterism. But back to this joint. Okay. John Cena, get ready for this one. John Cena is playing the President of the United States, who is a former action film star. While Idris Elba is playing the Prime Minister of the UK, but he's a former MI6. So it's kind of an argument, a battle of a movie action hero teaming up with a real life action hero. And there's lots of action and lots of humor. It's on Amazon, y'all. So for those of you that like to stream, just pull up and watch it. If it sucks to you, you can say, this movie sucked when D said it was going to be good. I hated it. D led me in the wrong direction. I'll take that. I'll take that. I will take that load. Pause. I will accept responsibility for that. Even though it ain't me directly, like we done just pointed out, I can't make a movie bad or good if it's already bad or good. But I enjoyed the movie. I mean, like I said, it's pure escapism. It's pure harken back to like Tango and Cash and Lethal Weapon, that buddy cop thing. We teaming up. I don't like you. You don't like me, but we're in a situation and we have to deal with each other. And there's humor. And there's Priyanka Chopra, who is Idris Elba's romantic interest. I think y'all will FUX with that. That's a good hour and a half, 2 hours that escapism. Escape and check it out. It's not fantastic, but it's not terrible either. You see what I'm saying? So get in there, check it out. Solid buddy cop style film. Yes, exactly. Glad you. Me too. When I heard that, I'm like, no, you got to pause. Anyway, Idris and Cena, that's actually spelled with a C, work well together, and Suicide Squad should have boosted Bloodsport's popularity. Quick question for you, LJ. Why do you think it didn't? So Idris Elba and John Cena work well together. They actually worked together in Suicide Squad. Different kind of energy. Different kind of energy. Jeffrey Lane, can you stay with the topic, brother? Right now, we talking about heads of state. Chill with us and talk about heads of state. Thank you. So if you are looking for like 5-10 minutes, well, not 5-10 minutes, maybe like hour 10 minutes, hour 20 minutes, hour 30 minutes of getting away and doing some stuff, heads of state ain't bad. Heads of state ain't bad. We didn't get behind finding out how the character could blow. Okay, let's do it like this. Bloodsport and Peacemaker made that movie what it was. But why did we put all the focus on Peacemaker? They was both just as equally badass in that movie. But for some reason, Peacemaker got a damn show out of it. That's going into its second season. We ain't seen Bloodsport nowhere. This is Bloodsport. Do we know Bloodsport shot Superman with kryptonite bullets? That ain't just no brag for the show. That actually occurred. John Byrne run of Superman. It's where we was introduced to Bloodsport. Had kryptonite weaponry. Just a normal brother with kryptonite weaponry. Gave Superman a hard time. Yet, didn't get no Bloodsport movie. Didn't get no Bloodsport TV show. Harley Quinn got a TV show. Peacemaker got a TV show. What do we think about that? Bloodsport shot Superman. That within itself should have sparked a lot of questions. You would think. Jeffrey Lane said, I have a question. In Suicide Squad, they said Bloodsport shot Superman with a kryptonite bullet. But is it the DCU or the DCEU? Answer, well, they made it the DCEU, but yes, it did actually occur in the DCU. No, it occurred in the comics first. It was spoken about cinematically. But yes, Bloodsport did shoot Superman with kryptonite bullets in the John Byrne run of Superman. LJ say usually they try us out to see if we will get support from us before they really give us the chance. So we must have supported the hell out of Sam Wilson Because he's everywhere. Nah, I think he was just a token. They had 2 tokens to choose from, and they went with the one that wasn't crippled. To make it easier for you, Jeffrey, the DCU and the DCEU are not connected. That incongruency is going to have to be resolved by James Gunn himself or some writer or some, producer, because Suicide Squad and all of that is part of the DCU, but you ain't getting none of that. You're not getting Batfleck. You're not getting that Justice League anymore. Why it's going to flip in the middle, I don't know. Just that's the way it is. Yes, Bloodsport has actually appeared in the comics. Yeah, but for some strange reason, because John Cena played him, now we can't get enough of Peacemaker. Oh boy, we love Peacemaker now. And Bloodsport has always been, well, he started off black. I know there's been more than one Bloodsport, but the original Bloodsport was a bruh. So there you go. And Elba said he would come back to have the fight with Superman. Love to see it if they want to do it. But this is what we're getting cinematically now is back in time, not forward. Chad had to be every important black character in the world before they say, okay, let's try him out as Black Panther. I think Idris could deliver on a Bloodsport series, but would he want to be obligated to the schedule? I don't know, bruh. Enough zeros will make you commit. Well, I know Idris Elba don't mess with nothing under 10 million. So if they are willing to give Idris Elba $10 million per episode, okay. Payday for Idris. Oh, I understand now. In the new DCU movie universe, the new Peacemaker killed the DCEU Peacemaker. I forgot about that scene in the new Peacemaker. Well, yeah. What are these 2 actors' net worth? You know what? Let's find out. John Cena's net worth is $80 million. Huh. That's why. Idris Elba's net worth is only $50 million. Gee, I wonder why. Oh my goodness. He's got better management. He's got better management. Because the show in the hell ain't because he's a better actor. Idris has an 8 million minimum. 10. 10 million minimum. If you could pick your version of Batman in the DCU, what version would you pick? Like what era? I don't know what that has to do with the Suicide Squad or Idris Elba, but I don't know. I think Batflex and Pattinson combined, those two. That's a more realistic Batman. Okay. Cena might have found his spot in comedy, and honestly, Gunn wrote the series well. Yeah, I mean, and I watched another movie. It was something where John Cena was playing somebody's parent, and the kids were out wilding, and they went to go find them, and it was. I can't even remember what the movie was, but it was funny, and John Cena was like most of the reason it was funny there. Also, remember Marvel had him return as well. So, yeah, maybe that's what boosted his net worth because he got to work with both. Cena got $4 million for the entirety of Peacemaker. Maybe that's why he's still wrestling. So, he just went heel, didn't he? So, I think that 50 mil is capped. Okay. All these black heroes, yet Idris got offered Heimdall and Bloodsport. Okie dokie. Okay. For those of you that keep mentioning things like color, ladies and gentlemen, I give you one of the first ever images I saw of Bloodsport in the comics. That's Bloodsport, y'all. Robert Dubois has always been black. So I don't know what we're talking about when we're talking about how come. Bloodsport has always been a black man. At least the original Bloodsport has always been a black man. So I don't know what that's about. So, head of state with our man Idris Elba and John Cena. That's a good romp. Y'all should check it out. I think some of you guys will actually enjoy it. Now, as I said earlier, a bad movie is a bad movie is a bad movie is a bad motherfucking movie. Now, why can't we get a good Fantastic Four movie? This movie has not been released yet. This is the 2015 version of Fantastic Four. That's God. I hope that ain't what Fantastic Four looks like. No, that's not what Fantastic Four looks like. But this movie underperformed. This movie underperformed. So, are we aware that there has never been a commercially successful Fantastic Four movie is the franchise Snake Bitten. $1994. Whole separate producer, whole separate director, whole separate writer, all that. Didn't even want to release that movie. Then the early 2000s saw those two Fox Fantastic Four movies. Two of them. You did one bad and they gave you more money to do another one bad. Shouts out to Tim Story. I know you make good movies, brother. And I appreciate Barbershop. But yeah, probably would have been a better idea for you to stay in your lane and rock that kind of fare versus diving in with a superhero movie. Bad movies are bad movies. Bad casts are bad casts. Case in point. Can you imagine what the Avengers or the Iron Man series would have been like with Tom Cruise as Tony Stark? The Avengers series with Jim Carrey as Loki, and the Green Lantern movie was already bad enough with Ryan Reynolds. You wanted to put Jack Black in that joint? Who the hell was he going to play? So, bad casting can be avoided. Sometimes I think folks just don't want to avoid it. They want to make terrible movies. Why? But why? Why would you endeavor to make a bad movie? That part, I'm not tracking. I'm really not tracking. And somebody got to help me understand that part. Why would you, did Marvel truly think that Phase 4 was the shiznit? I mean, all of those movies weren't terrible, but I don't know. Got that? Yeah, that's blood sport, y'all. So, gone with that other stuff. Paul Martin, see, that's what I'm talking about. If Bloodsport got written correctly, if he had the merch to back up his character and the exposure, normies would catch up. I agree. Because Yahya Abdul-Mateen did things for Black Manta. And then they put a series behind it, a comic book series behind it. And Black Manta has been elevated a little bit, not as much as we like him to be, but people know who Black Manta is now. Okay. Paul Martin said, Jack Black could be a good Joker or Arcade. Huh. Okay. Being honest, the FF should have Lost in Space vibes, like old white people's sci-fi shows. Also, it should be just like the comics, shot for shot. Everybody try to keep up with what's going on. Keep up. Right now, right now we are discussing other stuff. Hang on, and you can fall in, get in where you fit in, baby boy. Don't trip. Welcome, Wild Thoughts. It's mugs out here swearing they're comic book fans, but didn't see what was wrong with the Thunderbolts. Okay, I had a thought on that. Should we do a mainstream version of a character before we do variants or alternates or multiversal versions? So, case in point, this is where we're at with it. I should be getting a Norrin Rad Silver Surfer in the MCU before I get a Shalabow one. Shalabow would have been an easier pill to swallow had we had a Norrin Rad first. Same thing with color swapping. You got too many black heroes out there to be just nonchalantly color swapping folks. You put Luke Cage in limbo. We could have seen Luke Cage in Born Again this season. Why didn't we? You put everybody else in that hoe. Why? Why not Luke Cage? Which would have made way more sense. Is him and Jessica gonna be? Are they gonna have Danielle? Are they gonna get married? Are we gonna see any of that? Y'all gonna get a better Iron Fist? You got Daughters of the Dragon sitting there. Won't use that? I don't know. Paul Martin says, it didn't make sense to me that White Vision is out there. Yet, bringing in wasn't the Thunderbolts' mission. Bringing him in wasn't the Thunderbolts. Did we need to see Sentry? I don't know. I don't know, Paul. I don't know. Now, mind you, folks will understand that Norrin Rad analogy, but check out a comic version versus an MCU version. And don't say nothing about it, Theo. Won't say a damn thing about it. You know good and damn well you read Silver Surfer comic books. You know you love the Mobius Silver Surfer. You know you love the Jack Kirby Silver Surfer. You love the Jim Starlin, the Ron Lim. You loved all of that, but they won't get it to you. Or they gonna give it to you the way they feel you need to get it. Why don't y'all just leave them alone and let them cook? Because they burning every damn thing up. Missed the Netflix version of Misty Knight. Simone Missick? Yeah. She should come back. I liked her as Misty Knight. Whoops. Yeah, I believe it's Missick. But you can look that up if you want to. I'm not gonna hold class to that. Cage doesn't fit the black male superhero they want in the MCU. He isn't a mantle taker, a former sidekick, or race swapped. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. That makes a lot of sense to me. Hey, y'all. Okay. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Y'all know this what y'all been waiting for. Y'all know this what y'all pulled up for, right? Right? Let's get to it. The D, the I, the D, the Y, the D, the I, the D, the Y is Diddy. Hang on, what you got going here? Hey, well, seems like bad business to not use the most known version. They forget who their audience should be and try to pull in everyone. Dead ass, AWOL. Dead ass. All right, now back to Diddy. If you have been keeping up with the blows, pause. After everything was said and done, my man got convicted on two charges of providing transportation for the purpose of prostitution. The charges do not have a minimum, but they have a maximum of 10 years. What does that mean in jail talk? That means he could do anywhere from 1 to 10 years on a single charge. Thoughts? How do we spend a whole year, the better part of a year, going back and forth, hearing all these witnesses, hearing all this testimony, hearing all this damning information? And this man probably ain't even going to do 10 years. And he's probably sitting in somewhere like Club Fed. And if it ain't Club Fed, they made it Club Fed. Hell, there's people down here at the Anchorage jail sitting in there living high on the hog. So I know Diddy is living in a lap of effing luxury. You can do what you want to do when you want to do it. You can do what you want to do when you want to do it. It is being proven over and over and over and over again in this country. As long as you got money, you can do whatever you want to do in this country. Hell, in the world. You know what I'm saying? Long as you got money, man, you can grab them by the you know what. You touch on them any way you want to touch on them. You can do to them whatever you want to do to them. You can beat their ass in an elevator lobby and nothing happen. Participating in freak-offs and getting your ass kicked do not have anything to do with each other. That had been somebody didn't have no money, they ass be in jail for a long time. But because it's I thought he told you that he won't stop. It sounds like a pun, but there are people, particularly quite a few women, who are in fear for their lives. Oh, he didn't get convicted on that charge? Oh, I'm moving to Mexico. Because I don't know. From the stuff I heard, the stuff I witnessed, the stuff was on TV and streaming and online, that man is a monster. A monster with power. A lot of power. You getting up, going out of your house, crashing out to go after Suge Knight? So it really was East Coast, West Coast beef. It just wasn't between Pac and Biggie. Help me, help you, help yourself. And that's why most of our young folks prioritize getting money over everything. Damn Skippy. Because as long as I got money, I can do what I want to do. Diddy has shown me as a young person, I can do what I want to do. President Trump has showed me I can be a criminal and be the president of the United States of motherfucking America. Money and the power, money and the power. Ain't that what that Scarface song? Never going broke because I got money and the power. You can use one to get the other, and then you have both. You can use power to get money. You can use money to get power. Once you got money and power, ain't no stopping us now. We're going to get whatever the fuck we want. Bruh, honestly, my personal thoughts about it, do any of the women who were assaulted, do any of the women who feel they were treated unfairly have husbands, boyfriends, brothers, cousins? Because if my daughter, sister, cousin was on video getting her ass whooped, getting hard objects thrown at her by this cat, he gonna see. He gonna see us. He blowing up cars. He got away with blowing up a car. He got away with blowing up a car. Ain't nobody pulling up on him. He ain't gonna get that birdie treatment from above the rim at the end of above the rim. You done shitted on so many people. Now one of them's coming back to put some lead in your chest. Ain't gonna be something like that. I mean, because we keep saying, oh, he gonna have people getting. We'll see. In the fullness of time, we shall see what's gonna happen with the diddler. What we got now? LJ said the diddler got away clean, like most rich evil villains. That Negro is the black Wilson Fisk. Oh, hey, wait a minute. There is a black Wilson Fisk. Rest in power, Michael Clark Duncan. Yeah. That, again. Beggars mention it again. Say that's what Face said, and it was lies detected. Oh, no lies detected. Gotcha. Yeah. Face is my dude. Face is my dude. When it comes to hip hop, Face is on my Mount Rushmore. Face is definitely on my Mount Rushmore. No doubt about it. My man tells some stories. I mean, tell a story, not lie. Tell some stories. Anyways, look here, y'all. Oh, man, hour 50. Got through. Made it. We made it. Looks like we made it to the end. All right. Look here, y'all. Quick announcement. Friday vibing this week. It's gonna be Saturday vibing. So you will have time to pop your firecrackers and barbecue your chicken and drink what you drink and smoke what you smoke and pass out where you pass out at. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. Happy whatever you celebrate that day. Me, I have been elected grill master, so I'll be slaving over a hot grill all day. And that's what Theo said. That means you're stuck with Theo. Theo B of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying will be giving you all the lowdown that go down in the comic book world. Because he's the live king. My man be doing live, lickety lives nonstop. So y'all pull up to his channel tomorrow. I'm pretty sure he gonna have some goodies cooked up ready for you. Me, I'm going to pull up with y'all and Theo on Saturday. Okay, me and Theo pull up Saturday for the vibe, which actually is probably gonna be a little better. I mean, the weather's great right now, but I'm hoping that the weather, holds out a little bit more and we can get a full, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do a video for Friday, which is gonna be on Absolute Wonder Woman, issue number 9. Find out what happened to Dr. Poison. Find out if Dr. Poison actually pointed Diana in the direction of an Amazon. And as you can see on the cover, we get Absolute Ferdinand. Ferdinand? Who's Ferdinand? If you have to ask me who Ferdinand is, you are not a Wonder Woman fan. If you have to do that, you're not a Wonder Woman fan. You don't like Diana. Happy Sam Wilson Day. The fuck? Anyway, yeah, okay. Grilling like a villain. Yes, I actually will be grilling like a villain. I once had to get out of a live with Theo to go on a live with Theo. This Jade Cargill for Nubia? Or the AEW Jade Cargill for Nubia? I would suggest the the AEW one. Even though you lose more in articulation, you gain more in body. Because the AEW is a 7-inch version and the WWE is a 6-inch version. Okay. Saturday vibing. Friday vibing on Saturday. Friday vibing on Saturday. Saturday vibing. Saturday vibing. If it's going to be on Saturday, just call it Saturday vibing. I don't know. I do the press for it. I do the flyer for it and all that. Might call it Friday vibing. Might be confusing. I will get that out to y'all when I get that out to y'all so that y'all know. Because even got to decide on the time. Okay, I will have all that information for the Saturday vibe on Friday. He do, don't he? Non-stop. That man is dedicated. I ain't mad at him though. But I'm gonna be doing comparable work here soon because we moving towards that joyous moment. So get in where you fit in, y'all. This has been Thursday Vibing with your man D Real. I hope y'all keep pulling up, continue to pull up because I got great stuff coming for you. That's it for now, but fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good to each other.